What's going on, guys? Welcome to PNP. This is Dave. I'm going to talk about Josh Allen today. We're going to get into where you should draft him. But before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. You'll be surprised how much that helps those algorithms and helps us in general. And if you don't know yet, you can save 20% off using the code PNP at manscaped.com. Once again, using the code PNP at manscaped.com. Now, let's get into Josh Allen. Josh Allen pretty much exploded in 2020. He pretty much produced over 100 points more than he did in 2019. Ended up becoming the top quarterback in fantasy, part of it because he would run the ball, he would get some rushing touchdowns, and he actually became way more accurate, and he's starting to become of his own. The coaching staff in Buffalo has done a phenomenal job in getting Josh Allen, but another thing that's helped him is the fact that he finally has a number one wide receiver in Stephon Diggs. So typically in fantasy, the guy who ends up scoring the most points the previous year ends up being the top quarterback taken the next year. So the thought is, all right, so should he be the first quarterback taken? I don't have an issue with it. I think it's a 1A, 1B between him and Patrick Mahomes. Now, it's a matter of how do you want to strategize in getting him? Because I think he does have, with the 17-game season, he has 450-point upside, which is outstanding. He scored 395 points last year, and he did it in 15 games. So I think he has 450-point upside for this upcoming year in the 17-game season. So when you start thinking about your options with regards to how and what you want to do and in the draft, I don't believe in taking a quarterback in the first round. I'm kind of sour doing it in the second. Third round, if it makes sense, if the top quarterback is still on the board in the third round, I would be more willing to pull the trigger there. But typically near the bottom of the third. I really don't like taking a quarterback early, but sometimes the value is just too good to not do it. Like I've taken Patrick Mahomes in the second, third round before. So it just all depends on where the value's at. It all depends on where you're at in the board. First round, absolutely not. Second round, no. Third round, I'm okay with it. I think it's an opportunity if you do want to take a quarterback early and Patrick Mahomes ends up being the first quarterback taken and you see Josh Allen sitting in the third round near the bottom of it, wouldn't have a problem with you doing it. Because I think it'll be worth the value for you. You might have to have some level of concern. He did, believe it or not, even he didn't play the full season last year. He missed one game, but overall, he still ended up being the top quarterback in fantasy, so that one game didn't really affect you much. So when you take that into account, I do believe that Josh Allen could be the first quarterback taken in this year's draft. At worst case scenario, he's the second. I think if two quarterbacks go ahead of Josh Allen and you still haven't taken a quarterback and it's like the third or fourth round, you need to take Josh Allen at that point because the value is too good at that point. So I think Josh Allen has the potential to repeat as the top quarterback in fantasy. I think the only threats to him is Patrick Mahomes and Kyler Murray and Dak Prescott. Those are pretty much the four. Those are the big four in my eyes. You would say Aaron Rodgers, but we don't even know if Aaron Rodgers is going to play. So when you take that into account, I think Josh Allen has a prime opportunity to be the top quarterback taken in most fantasy drafts. No slots for you this round. I just wanted to talk to you about Josh Allen because I know there's going to be a lot of talk. The previous two videos I did on Cam Newton and Sam Darnold gives you an idea of what we're looking at from the standpoint and the rankings of the past 10. You just have to be careful when you take the top guy because like I said previously, last year, Lamar Jackson was the first quarterback taken due to the fact that he was the top quarterback in 2019. And he ended up falling down to 10th. So you just have to be conscious of that. But I think the way that Buffalo operates, I don't think his style is going to change. Like the thing about Lamar Jackson is the fact that they tried to make him more of a passer this year and realized they didn't really have too much of wide receivers. So from that standpoint, I think it's safe to take Josh Allen as the first quarterback in the draft. Some people probably have Patrick Mahomes. It's like a 1A and 1B to me. So I'm indifferent when it comes to that. So it just all depends on your preference and what you like. With that being said, make sure you hit the like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is PNP. I'm out.